yourself mentally sharp for a weekend like this one, knowing that there's the break between one Big Ten game and then another one coming up afterwards?
To be honest, we just attack every week the same. There's no change to it. Just work hard and, treat everybody the same and attack the day on one day at a time.
Seems like your production's been a lot more consistent so far this year. What do you think are the things you've been able to do to lead to that consistency?
Just staying focused, helping my team any way I can, any way possible. Not thinking about myself, and every time, something come to me or a play come to me, I got to make the play.
Are there anything in your game that you feel like you're doing significantly better now than you were doing last season?
My routes running and, attacking and blocking, that was, one of my focuses in the offseason. I attack that every day.
Hey, Ben, it just seems like you're more open. Are you more open?
Probably a little bit, just attacking it the way I can and, just keep going.
You just said you spent a lot of time on route running during the offseason, right? How do you measure whether that's a success? Is that measured by how open you're getting?
Separation. If you got separation between you and the DB, that dictates how open you are or, the top of the route.
So when you're watching film, do you kind of feel like I'm getting more separation right now? Because
yes,
from the box, we have an interesting view of you because we're really high up.
Right.
And it looks like when you're running your routes, you have more space than you had in the past.
Right.
And is that testament to what you were saying?
Right. In the offseason, that's what I worked on. You just got to keep attacking it. It all starts in practices, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just working on that. And then, on Saturdays, it just comes easy.
Then Coach Day's talked about how if you get on tape, you can pick the games apart and find little things that need improvement. The last two games, though, you guys have played pretty good football. Dominated those two teams. As you guys go back over it, Sunday, Monday, whatever, what are maybe a couple things that you feel still need to be polished up as you're going forward?
There's a lot of stuff. We left a lot of plays on the field, certain things that need to get tuned up, but we know where we need to be right now, and we just got to keep working and enhancing and then make it work each and every day on Saturdays.
Is there any surprise to how well you guys dominated Cincinnati? They won 11 games last year. Indiana should be a middle-of-the-road team this year. Just is there any surprise how well you guys played? What was surprising to you, perhaps, about how well those games went?
We don't really take no team lightly. We just attack every team the same. So the outcome of that is just based on how we work each and every week. So
is your quarterback overrated? What would you say?
No, my quarterback pretty good.
He is?
Pretty good, yup.
I like that answer.
What's it been like building that rapport with Justin? How do you feel like you've gotten a lot more comfortable with him as time has gone on this year?
It's no surprise. All our receivers, we've been working with Justin since summer, since he got here actually. So it's no surprise that we connected and making those plays when we need to. So
what are the things that he does to make your job easier?
He brings a lot to the table. He could throw, he could run, so he opened up the offense pretty well. So that's a lot of things he do well.
From your perspective as a receiver, when you have a quarterback who can run more like that, how does that change maybe the way a defense is playing you guys as a receiver?
They can't really pack the box because we got outside guys and they can't really go deep. Play off because our receivers are pretty good too. So like I said, Jesse brings a lot to the table, and then they got to respect the run and the pass.
Ben, are y'all adjusting to him too? Do you feel a lot different headed into game 4 than you did game 1 with Justin, knowing he can run around? Y'all do have to keep patterns alive, etc.
Yeah, most definitely. We feel way more comfortable than week 1. Every week is you enhance every week, so you don't just stay the same. You got to keep getting better, and that comes from practicing and doing the right things.
And you personally, how are you staying on the field now? If you follow my drift, staying consistent, etc. The last couple of years, I guess I don't really want to talk about consistency and things like that, but you're out there at all critical situations now and stuff. What has changed about your game that you can point to 3 games in?
I just feel like I just gotta attack every play the same. Like I do in practice. All that hard work and all that stuff I put in during the week, it got to show up on Saturday. So that's how I attack every day.
With Paris and Terry and Johnny being gone from last year, do you feel like you've been able to step up and really be a leader in the receiver room?
I had no choice. I'm a senior and I got to step up just like they did last year. They left that legacy, they left that role for me, Austin and KJ, because we the older guys in the room, and CJ as well. But you know, them boys did their thing, and you know, now we got to step up and do the same.
What are the things you've done differently to be a leader that maybe you weren't doing in previous years?
A little more vocal, you know, lead by examples kind of guy, you know, and you know, whenever a young guy's down or whatever, you just got to talk to him and, you know, motivate him to keep going.
Has that helped you? The idea that you didn't have a choice, like you have to be a leader. This team needs you to perform on the field. Has that helped you become an even better player?
I knew that the last play of Rose Bowl that, you know, when I'm coming back obviously, but after them boys left, you know, I got to take that role because they gone now. You know, we the leaders of the unit. So
Ben, why was that obvious? Why was coming back obvious? Because it's not, you know, maybe you felt like you had more to prove, but why is that obvious?
Because I feel like, you know, I didn't have the success I wanted, and you know, I had a lot to work on during the off seasons and to get me ready for the next level. So that's why it was obvious.
Ben, what is the reputation of Chris Olave on this team right now? Everything he's bringing to the table.
Right, Chris, he worked hard. You know, he do everything right. You know, he do his best. He's a fast guy. You know, and he just Chris. Chris is real funny. You know, he's a cool guy. So.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
All right, Ben. Good luck.
Yep.